Good day. You all are welcome to KP classes. In theory of machine of power transmission, today we will discuss velocity ratio and slip of the belt. Let's start now. Velocity ratio of simple belt drive. Simple belt drive means one pair of driver and driven are there. In case of compound belt drive, two or more set of driver and follower are there. Velocity ratio is the ratio between velocities of driver and follower or driven. Let d1 equal to diameter of the driver and d2 equal to driver of the follower. n1 equal to speed of the driver in rpm and n2 equal to speed of the follower in rpm. Now peripheral velocity of belt on the driving pulley, that means at which velocity the driving pulley rotates. b1 equal to pi d1 n1 upon 60 meter per second. Similarly, peripheral velocity of the belt on the follower pulley, b2 equal to pi d2 n2 upon 60 meter per second. If there is no slip, then b1 equal to b2. The word slip means sometimes the speed of the belt somewhat lesser than the speed of the pulley. When there is no slip, b1 equal to b2, that is pi d1 n1 upon 60 equal to pi d2 n2 upon 60. Therefore, velocity ratio equal to n2 upon n1 equal to d1 upon d2. See here, 60 cancels each other, pi and pi, then this result comes out. When the thickness of the belt is considered, let the thickness of the belt is t, then velocity ratio becomes n2 by n1 equal to d1 plus t upon d2 plus t. Instead of d1 upon d2, here d1 plus t upon d2 plus t. Final formula for the velocity ratio equal to speed of the follower in rpm. Speed of the follower means n2. Speed of the driver in rpm means n1 equal to die of the driver d1, die of the follower d2. Now comes to velocity ratio of a compound belt drive. See the figure. Inner 4 pulleys are there, 1, 2, 3 and 4. In the arrangement of the first and second pulley, number 1 pulley is the driver and number pulley number 2 is driven or follower. Similarly, in 3 and 4, 3 is the driver and 4 is the follower. Here note that pulley number 2 and pulley 3 are shafted to the or key to the same shaft. As a result, speed of the pulley 2 and speed of the pulley 3 are same. Let d1 equal to diameter of the pulley 1, n1 equal to speed of the pulley 1 in rpm. Similarly, d2, d3, d4 and n2, n3, n4 corresponding values for pulleys 2, 3, 4. The velocity ratio of the pulley 1 and 2 equal to n2 by n1 equal to d1 by d2 in case of similar simple belt drive. Similarly, velocity ratio of the pulley 3 and 4, n4 by n3 equal to d3 by d4. Now multiplying these two equations, we get n2 by n1 into n4 by n3 equal to d1 by d2 into d3 by d4. Here n2 and n3 are equal because both the shafts are keyed to the same shaft. Therefore n2 equal to n3. As a result, n2 and n3 cancels each other. Finally n4 by n1 equal to d1 into d3 d1 into d3 upon d2 into d4. Similarly, if there are 6 pulleys are there, that means another 2 pulley or one set of driver and follower are there. 4 and pulley number 4 and 5 are keyed to the same shaft. In that case, n6 by n1 equal to d1 into d3 into d5 upon d2 into d4 into d6. Finally, in general, velocity ratio in case of compound belt drive equal to speed of the last follower, that means in this case n4, speed of the last follower. This one is the last follower and pulley number 2 is the first follower. Here the first driver, pulley number 1 is the first driver and pulley number 3 is the second driver. Speed of the last follower, that means n4 upon speed of the first driver, that is n1, equal to product of the dies of drivers. Inner pulley 1 and pulley 3 are drivers, therefore their product of their dia equal to d1 into d3 upon product of the dia of the followers. Here pulley number 2 and pulley 4 are followers, therefore product of their dies equal to d2 into d4, which is this one is the formula. Please pause the video and note down in your copy. Next one is the slip of the belt. What is slip? Sometimes the frictional grip becomes insufficient. This may cause some forward motion of the driver without carrying the belt with it. This may also cause some forward motion of the belt without carrying the driven pulley with it. This is called slip of the belt and it is generally expressed as a percentage. Sometimes what happens, due to slip, the velocity between the belt and the pulley are not same. That means if the belt moves forward of the driver without carrying the belt with it. As a result, the belt moves at a slower rate. Let's see the mathematical expression starts. Let S1% equal to slip between the driver and belt, and S2 equal to slip between the belt and the follower. Here one driver and one follower is considering, and a flat belt is around this. Now velocity of the belt passing over the driver per second, that is V. V means velocity of the belt which is passing over the driver, equal to pi d1 n1 by 60 minus pi d1 n1 by 60 into s1 minus s1 upon 100. See carefully. Pi d1 n1 by 60 is the speed of the driver. Whenever slip occurs, the belt is somewhat lesser than the velocity of the pulley. That is this one, pi d1 n1 by 60, which is the speed of the driver, minus of pi d1 n1 by 60 into s1 by 100, which is equal to pi d1 n1 by 60, which comes out and 1 minus s1 by 100. Let us assume this one is the equation 1. Velocity of the belt passing over the follower. Now belt comes to the follower. In that case, velocity of the belt is this much. V is the velocity of the belt. Due to slip, again speed reduces at the follower, and that will be So in this way, pi d2 n2 by 60, which is the speed of the follower, equal to v, velocity of the belt, minus v into slip. In general, v is this one. Therefore, pi d2 n2 upon 60 equal to v is the pi d1 n1 upon 60 into 1 minus s1 by 100 minus pi d1 n1 by 60 into 1 minus s1 by 100 into this one s2 by 100. Here pi d1 n1 upon 60 into 1 minus s1 by 100 comes out, and 1 minus s2 by 100 remains. By multiplying 1 minus s1 by 100 and 1 minus s2 by 100, this one will comes. Here s1 into s2 by 100. s1 and s2 are very small quantities, which is multiplied and again divided by 100. That is the very small quantity. So neglecting s1 s2 by 100, we get pi cancels each other, 60 cancels each other, remaining n2 by d2 equal to n1 into d1 into 1 minus s1 plus s2 upon 100, which is equal to n1 d1 into 1 minus s by 100, where s is the total slip, which is equal to s1 plus s2. Instead of s1 plus s2, we can assume the total slip equal to s. Finally, n2 by n1 equal to d1 by d2 into 1 minus s by 100. This is the final formula when slip occurs the velocity ratio. If thickness of the belt T is considered, in the same way, velocity ratio n2 by n1 equal to d1 plus t upon d2 by t into 1 minus s by 100. Hope you should understood clearly. Those are not understanding, let us discuss about the problem which may help you. An engine running at 150 rpm drives a line shaft by means of a belt. Here running at 150 rpm, that means n1 is the 150 rpm. The engine pulley is 750 mm diameter. Engine pulley means engine pulley is the d1 equal to 750 mm, and the pulley on the shaft being 450 mm. Shaft of the diameter of the shaft pulley equal to 450, and that is d2 equal to 450 mm. A 900 mm diameter pulley on the line shaft drives a 150 mm diameter of the pulley keyed to the dynamo shaft. Here d3 equal to 900 mm and d4 is the dynamo shaft, which is 150 mm diameter. Find the speed of the dynamo shaft. That means here dynamo shaft is the 4 number, this is engine shaft, and this is a line shaft, and this is keyed to the another line shaft, and this drives a dynamo shaft. This is the dynamo shaft, these two are line shafts, and this is the engine shaft. Here in question it is asked that what is the speed of the diameter. That means 1, 2, 3, 4. This was the n4 we have to find out. When there is no slip, we know that n2 by n1 equal to, n4 by n1 equal to d1 into d3 upon d2 by d4. By putting the values of the all the parameters, we can find out n4 equal to 1500 rpm. When there is a slip of 2% at each drive, there is question given that there is a slip of 2% at each drive. Here pulley number 1 and 2 is one drive, and pulley 3, 4 is one drive. Means in this case 2%, here also 2%. That means total of 4%. We had here S equal to S1 plus S2. That means S1 equal to 2% and S2 equal to 2%. That is S equal to 4%. By putting the formula and corresponding values, we can find out the speed of the dynamo shaft. By using the formula, when slip occurs, N4 by N1 equal to D1 into D3 upon D2 by D4 into 1 minus S by 100. N4 upon N1 is the 150 equal to the, by putting the values of these, all the values D1, D2, D3, D4 and S as 4%, becomes 9.6. Therefore, N4 equal to 150 into 9.6, which becomes 1440 rpm. Where slip occurs, the speed of the dynamo shaft is 1500 rpm, and when slip, here this one is the without slip, no slip. When slip occurs up 2%, this will become 1440 rpm. Thank you for watching. Next topic is length of a flat belt.